Kicking off our list at number 1 is a nightmare, mastering atmospheric dread and strategic dismemberment. The cold steel corridors make every single shadow feel like a lethal threat waiting to strike. I remember jumping out of my seat during the first encounter because the sound design is phenomenal. If you are loving this vibe, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your favorite game down below. You must carefully manage plasma cutter ammo while listening to horrifying screeches echoing through ventilation shafts. Playing this brilliant masterpiece alone in the dark with heavy headphones is deeply terrifying and genuinely tests your raw nerves completely from start to finish every time. Shifting the mood for game number 2 brings us deep into a surreal psychological mystery, blending reality with pure dark fiction. You play through 2 intertwined narratives that constantly keep you guessing what is real. I absolutely love how the live-action scenes blend smoothly into the traditional gameplay. Survival horror elements like scarce resources and brutal enemy encounters demand your full focus. The lighting engine is gorgeous, and casting your flashlight to weaken shadows feels incredibly satisfying and tense. Diving straight into the fractured mind, at number 3 we find a severely underrated sequel that expands perfectly on its predecessor. Exploring the crumbling suburban streets of Union provides an open-world flavor rarely seen in this genre. Sneaking up on grotesque monsters still gives me chills because of their eerie movements. Crafting ammo feels incredibly desperate when your back is firmly against the wall. The haunting visual design and tight gunplay make this an absolute must-play experience today. Taking a nostalgic approach for game number 4 introduces a retro-futuristic aesthetic that totally nails classic survival horror vibes. The top-down perspective feels incredibly fresh, while retaining that familiar puzzle-solving inventory management loop. I was instantly captivated by the mysterious storytelling and beautiful pixel art style. The atmosphere is thick with isolation and creeping dread as you navigate the decaying facility. Every single bullet counts here, making each combat decision heavily weigh on your limited inventory space. Fixed camera angles make a triumphant return in our number 5 pick, bringing back genuine old-school tension. Waking up in an abandoned mansion converted into a terrifying hospital sets a perfectly grim stage for exploration. Solving these intricate, brain-teasing puzzles gave me such intense waves of nostalgia. The lighting is remarkably moody, forcing you to carefully step through incredibly dark hallways. Combat feels deliberately clunky in the best possible way, heightening your vulnerability against every lurking, horrifying shadow. Stepping right into the boots of an elite soldier for game number 6 delivers hardcore 90s style action. This project literally started as a fan remake, and you can clearly see the passionate inspiration throughout. Managing your realistic ammunition clips adds a fantastic layer of panic during frantic encounters. I found the gritty urban environments incredibly immersive, despite some noticeable rough edges. The punishing difficulty truly forces you to respect the slow pacing and think before firing your heavy weapon. Crushing bones and dodging heavy blows defines the brutal combat loop waiting at game number 8. You are trapped inside a maximum security prison on a dead moon, crawling with rapidly mutating inmates. I genuinely appreciated the hefty weight behind every single melee swing during close encounters. The graphics are undeniably stunning, offering highly detailed gore and incredibly realistic character models. Balancing your heavy baton strikes with limited fire arts creates a unique, frantic rhythm unlike any other traditional survival shooter. Running completely unarmed into the pitch-black wilderness pushes our number 9 choice into pure panic territory. Armed with absolutely nothing but a battery-draining camera, you must navigate a deeply disturbing rural cult settlement. My heart was pounding so fast hiding underneath those beds, hoping they would just walk past. The lack of combat forces you to observe environments carefully and rely entirely on stealth. It is an exhausting adrenaline rush that tests your capacity for extreme mental stress. Locked underground with a relentless hunting beast makes game number 10 a masterclass in dynamic, terrifying design. Set during World War I, you must keep a noisy central generator running or face absolute darkness. I honestly panicked every time the lights flickered because the monster reacts instantly to sudden noises. Finding scarce fuel becomes a stressful obsession, while managing your clumsy revolver adds massive tension. The unscripted sandbox nature ensures every single playthrough feels uniquely hostile and terrifyingly fresh today. Prowling through a beautifully recreated retro-futuristic space station, our number 11 pick redefines absolute creeping dread. You are constantly hunted by a highly intelligent xenomorph that learns from your frantic hiding patterns. Hearing those heavy footsteps thumping through the ceiling vents gave me massive anxiety every single time. Crafting distraction devices using scavenged scrap is your only real lifeline here. It perfectly captures that vulnerable survivalist test where shooting your gun is almost always a terrible and fatal mistake. Returning to the absolute roots of the genre, game number 12 reimagines a foundational classic with modern polish. Exploring the decrepit Derceto Manor offers excellent puzzle variety and a delightfully creepy Southern Gothic atmosphere. Playing through the distinct campaigns for both characters revealed fascinating overlapping story details I really enjoyed. Combat acts as a frantic, desperate struggle against weird, otherworldly manifestations blocking your path. It perfectly balances psychological mystery with traditional inventory juggling mechanics for pure classic survival horror fans. Stepping into a luxurious, yet decaying Grand Hotel brings our number 13 entry to terrifying life through clever mechanics. This indie gem surprised me by incorporating a magic camera that literally reveals hidden timelines and secret objects. The intricate puzzle design heavily echoes the best moments of old-school mansion exploration games. Gunplay is functional, but shines brightest when you are completely cornered by grotesque, unexpected monstrosities. The twisting hotel corridors provide a brilliantly disorienting map to slowly, fully conquer. Dripping with blood and relentless psychological torment, game number 14 remains a brutally challenging gauntlet of pure stress. You are constantly thrown into wildly different shifting environments that mess with your basic sense of reality. Setting up explosive traps to wipe out groups of haunted enemies felt incredibly satisfying every single time. Resources are unbelievably rare, forcing you to rely on stealth kills and carefully timed matches. It is a grueling masterpiece that punishes impatience with beautifully gruesome, violent deaths. Submerged deep at the bottom of the Black Ocean, our number 15 pick explores genuinely terrifying existential themes. Walking through these rusted aquatic facilities invokes a crushing sense of isolation unlike anything else out there. The narrative twists blew my mind completely, leaving me staring at the screen in pure, absolute shock. There is no traditional combat here, meaning hiding from robotic monstrosities is your absolute only viable option. The chilling atmosphere stays with you long after the final credits. Wandering through a seemingly normal suburban home makes game number 16 an exercise in relentless slow-burning anxiety. The house randomly changes its layout, creating an oppressive environment where you never feel genuinely safe anywhere. Managing your sanity by staying in the light adds a stressful mechanic that I found super engaging. The paranormal events feel totally unpredictable, making every dark corner a massive test of your personal courage. It is arguably the most terrifying haunted house experience available today. Peering through a demonic instant camera pushes our number 17 selection into highly disturbing. Peering through a demonic instant camera pushes our number 17 selection into highly disturbing puzzle-solving territory quickly. You explore a claustrophobic family home while being hunted by a truly sinister supernatural entity lurking nearby. I loved how taking photographs actually alters the physical environment and solves incredibly cryptic progression blockers naturally. The audio design creates constant unease with creaking floorboards and distant unnatural whispers echoing down the hallway. It perfectly blends escape room puzzles with hardcore pure survival horror. Stranded aboard a massive, luxurious space station, game number 18 offers a brilliant systemic approach to alien survival. Enemies here can physically transform into mundane objects, meaning that regular coffee mug could suddenly attack you. The paranoia of simply walking into a fully furnished room gave me such uniquely delightful stress constantly. You have massive freedom to explore the station and tackle scary obstacles using clever combinations of abilities. It is an incredibly immersive simulation, wrapping horror mechanics up masterfully.
Braving the radioactive exclusion zone for game number 19 merges base-building mechanics with gripping supernatural stealth encounters. You must gather vital resources while avoiding heavily armed patrols and strange interdimensional threats roaming the wasteland. I really appreciated the non-linear mission structure, allowing you to prepare your team for daring daily supply runs. Crafting gear and maintaining crew morale adds a fantastic strategic layer over the creeping, spooky atmosphere. It captures a distinctly ground-down yet thoroughly terrifying visual aesthetic. Acting as a prequel, our number 20 spot refines the formula with faster combat and fascinating freezing mechanics. Investigating an underground military research facility uncovers dangerous anomalies that sprint at you with absolute wild aggression. Using the liquid nitrogen spray to shatter frozen enemies felt incredibly satisfying and visually spectacular every single time. The puzzles are noticeably smoother, offering a nice break from the relentless high-speed mutant monster chases. It represents a massive step up in overall quality completely. Focusing deeply on dark psychological trauma game number 21 delivers a narrative experience dripping with heavy tension. Set in gorgeous wartime Italy, you explore beautiful countryside environments, contrasting sharply with disturbing, morbid story developments. I found the interactive photography mechanics incredibly immersive, as you manually develop film in a tiny darkroom. While lighter on traditional combat, the heavy emotional weight and graphic imagery provide truly unforgettable, lasting shock value. It is absolutely a mature, terrifying narrative journey available today. Permadeath mechanics fundamentally elevate the stakes in our number 22 pick, creating agonizingly tense exploration moments constantly. An unpredictable artificial intelligence dynamically controls the haunting events, ensuring no two playthroughs are ever exactly alike. Losing a character permanently because I checked the wrong door was a brutally heartbreaking but amazing learning experience. Investigating beautifully detailed abandoned locations while hiding from an unstoppable dark presence feels incredibly nerve-wracking. This perfectly captures classic atmospheric dread with smart modern gameplay twists. Snapping photographs of malicious spirits makes game number 23 a uniquely Japanese take on survival horror traditions. Exploring Mount Hikami reveals gorgeously damp environments where water literally increases both your paranormal power and vulnerability. Raising the camera obscura to your eye right as a ghost lunges gave me such incredible adrenaline spikes. The episodic structure helps pace the incredibly dense lore, detailing tragic backstories of the restless wandering spirits. It is visually stunning and genuinely unnerving to play now. Rendering two entirely different worlds simultaneously gives our number 24 pick an incredible technical edge in horror storytelling. You explore an abandoned communist-era resort while navigating its decaying spiritual counterpart on the exact same screen. I absolutely loved how actions in one reality directly solved complex navigation puzzles over in the other. Sneaking past an invisible monster using only a spiritual shield kept my anxiety wonderfully high. The dark, gripping narrative unfolds at a truly fantastic, engaging pacing. Rounding out our amazing list at number 25 is an incredibly charming retro-style theme park survival experience. Heavily inspired by early polygonal classics, you navigate an abandoned amusement park filled with wonderfully weird mutated staff members. Managing your inventory while uncovering hidden passcodes gave me such strong late 90s gaming nostalgia. The chunky, low-poly visuals look fantastic, blending cute character designs with genuinely unsettling environments perfectly. It wraps up our pure survival horror journey wonderfully right now.